Okay, I got a treat for you guys. This one, our last coin in this video is... why is this a treat? This is a 1998p. So I do care. That's a 1998p. Well, the reason you want to care is because this is Philadelphia Mint. Started back in 1772. They mint until today. But the interesting thing is, most coins had no mint mark until 1980. So this one is 8 years after they start putting a mint mark for the P. So if we're looking at a dime, 1998. So this one is a copper core with a copper nickel clad on top of it. Now, as far as its full composition, let me see if I can give you a composition on it. It's about 75% copper, 25% nickel is what I have on it. It's actually in pretty good shape for 1998. We can see definitely some damage here. Here, the field has a little bit of a strange little scuff here. But the rim and the edge look not too bad, except for this. Okay, now I guess I'm going to give you a hard time in the chat if you do, but look at this massive, like, right in the forehead, there's a massive gouge there on the forehead. Let's flip it over, take a look at the reverse side. And that's actually looking really pretty good. Actually, it looks actually really quite good. Actually, the reverse looks really good. And, oops, sorry, keep hitting my tray. Let's zoom in there and see what we can see. There is that massive gouge again. Little gougey friend right there. That's another interesting little piece of damage. That could almost be, if I was to guess, that almost looks like another coin, just kind of scraping across it just because of the arc and all. It looks very like that. But if you look at it under the scope, definitely can see a lot of micro scratches of other coins hitting it. The edge took a little bit of a dent right there. And definitely some scratching there under Liberty. A lot of scratches there. Big old scratch right there. Pretty definitely heavily circulated coin. There's the artist's initials, JS. Very scuffed up. Another big scrape right there. So definitely pretty heavily circulated coin. Quite a bit of damage, but still very interesting specimen. And then you got a bunch of scratches there on the cheekbone. The areas, obviously, it's going to sound pretty common sense, but I'm going to mention anyway. You know, the parts of the coin that are raised off the field, like the bust here, are going to show you the most damage because they are raised, so they're the most susceptible to get damaged. So I know it's obvious, but I'm going to mention it, okay? So don't give me too much hard of a time on that. I'm going to mention it. Okay, let's look at the reverse of our friend here. We looked at it from the top. We'll zoom in quite a bit. Grab a nice little zoom in there. Wow, we got the field is just beat to heck. Look at that. Tons of micro scratches in the field. Wow, wow, wow. Really beat up. Really beat up. Ooh, the M took a good ding. The E and the M took some good damage. Lots of micro scratches. A little bit of environmental damage right there. Another quickie note, I don't know if I've made this in past videos, but you know, never clean a coin. Okay, yes, coins can be cleaned. I'm not going to say you can't clean them, but you can't. I can't. You need to send them to, if your coin really you feel it needs to be cleaned, you have to take it to a special restorative company that can do it, and it's not going to be cheap, because if you do it yourself, you're more likely to turn your valuable coin into a worthless piece of metal. So don't clean them. I don't care how. And that includes, don't get some isopropyl alcohol and start wiping it down with a rag or something, or don't tell me your chamois perfect. As you can see, I'm using these like super soft dental tools just to point stuff out for you. So please don't clean coins. Great way to lose value. Really good way to lose value. If you want to just go on the internet, you can read lots of horror stories of people bring their coin collections and the buyers look at the pretty shiny coins that they realized about the seller cleaned, and now they're completely worthless. So tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of coins turned into nothing but useless recyclable metal. So don't clean coins. All right, verdict on this one, I'm going to lean towards not worth grading. And yes, a lot of the coins on this channel are going to be not worth grading unless we see some. That's a cool little scratch right there. Look at that. And the torch. Kind of neat. You know, the point of this channel also is to educate you guys that finding rare coins, defects in coins, problems in coins, coins that are valuable or that are worth grading that are just common coins that you're finding by buying cases of coins or boxes of coins or however you buy it, very low. Very low. And remember, coin value is usually more driven by rarity than age. So now let's take it into the AI and see where we're at. Back in Gemini, is this coin worth grading? If I can spell. Grading. Obviously the answer is going to be no. I'd be surprised if it says anything but no. But we'll find out together. Maybe I missed something. Maybe it's a super rare dime. I doubt it, but we're going to find out in a sec. And yes, I do realize there are 4 pictures because I want to get kind of like the top and the bottom. So, we have a 1998 D Roosevelt dime. Condition, let's see what it says. Significant signs of circulation. But you didn't say that about the dented coin, really? Numerous contact marks. Yep, we saw those. Scratches. Yep, pointed those out. Reverse torch. Yep. General loss of original mint luster, you think? And we're just zipping down here. Over 1.1 billion of these in circulation. There's a number for you. So yes, not worth grading. Again, it depends on why you guys get into this kind of coin collecting, coin. To me, I like this. This to me is like indoor metal detecting. It's kind of fun. I like looking at coins. I like sharing with you guys the defects of the coins. And I hope you enjoy the channel for me kind of flapping my gums and telling you what we're seeing and stuff like that. Not worth grading. I'm going to go duh on that one. But anyway, this is the last coin for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you do like the channel. I am working on trying to post more frequently as before. Obviously these have a little bit more production value with all the talking and things like that. But I enjoy making these videos more than the previous ones where I was just quiet with music. So anyway, please leave comments, ideas, thoughts in the chat. Correct me on any mistakes I make because I would be shocked if I'm not making mistakes. I would consider myself a very humble professional amateur at this. So I like doing it for fun on YouTube, and hopefully you did get some enjoyment out of this channel and of seeing the coins, and I will see you in the next video. Video have a really nice $50 $2025 $50. And it is going to be a copper core with a copper nickel cladding. But that composition is going to be 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Pretty nice looking $50. Just from the initial view here, you'll see the field is looking really pretty clean. Something neat here. I'm not sure if it's an artifact or what. We'll see the zoom in a moment, but really nice looking portrait candy. Lots of good detail. Really great condition. This might be a near looks like an impact from another coin. This is not a mint coin. This is actually from a circulation roll, but still looking really, really good. The P would be the Philadelphia Mint, which started back in 1792. Really cool. All right, let's zoom in and see what we can see on this little guy. And we'll run it through the AI for it. Yeah, this is looking really good. I mean, the field, there's a little bit of something going on there, but very minor. There's that strange discoloration here. It almost looks like the copper color showing through. That may almost be the nickel cladding kind of fading away and giving way to the copper. That's at least my unprofessional theory there. There's a pretty decent little scratch we see there. And right there on the edge there. Here you can see a little bit of a chip. A few more scratches. Definitely something happening here. Again, this is, I'm using a dental tool, so this cannot hurt you see it doesn't even scratch the field. It's a great tool to use. When you're using any tool in any type of coin analysis, one thing that can't scratch, so this really can't damage the coin. Yes, I did actually experiment with different tools. These are just really cost effective for coin analysis. Here also we can see a little bit of a defect. That actually might be from the actual minting process. Beautiful coin though. Beautiful coin. There's a scratch right there. Otherwise it's looking, oh, and again we see a little bit here. I almost wonder if that's the nickel fading and the copper core showing, possibly. A little nick right there. Overall, is this coin worth grading? Oh, that was really, oops, sorry about that. Smack the scope. There it is. That's a really interesting. You can also see little striations going on there in the field. Is this coin worth grading? This probably be one of our, definitely going to put it in a cardboard plastic holder, but this will definitely be a coin we're probably doing one of the giveaways. We have one running now until the end of March. If we can get up to 100 new subscribers, and people say enter me in the comments section of that video, they will be entered, but so far we were far from the goal. This time, maybe next time. There's the artist's signature right there. It's like an that's pretty nice. Ooh, a little bit of damage there on the neck. A little bit of striations there. Again, damage usually goes in the raised part of the coin. A little bit here. You can see some decent neck right there. Bit of damage there in the cheek. This, by the way, is actually an area you do see quite a bit of damage in Kennedy's cheek because it is one of the higher regions. And again, interesting point on these coins. Remember, this is actually what was not stamped by the hydraulic. The field is actually what gets flattened. So remember, this gets hit by quite a few tons. I don't have the exact tonnage, but I know the maximum tonnage a coin will be struck with is about 540 tons of force. And those are usually the mint collector coins. Hair looks pretty good, ear looks pretty good. Overall, very nice coin. Very nice condition. Let's go now to the reverse side. I'm going to get tired before this. Very busy week. Alright, zooming to the reverse side. Very expected. Really nice. Looks almost very the opera style. Very few scratches that I can see from. Oh, there's one right there. Scratch. There's something going on here too. Again, we're seeing a little bit of that kind of copper tinge coming through. We'll see when we zoom in with the scope, but that almost looks like the copper coming through. All right, let's take it down. Wow, this is actually close. Might have been an artifact from that height. I didn't see it. It was around here with the United. Don't see it. Really nice, beautiful specimen. Little bit of a scratch right there. I can see. Nothing dramatic. I would definitely put this in our potential giveaway in the portfolio for that. Is it worth grading? I'm going to be on the fence on that. Probably, possibly worth grading. There. See that little copperish tinge? I really do believe that is the nickel plating just kind of fading off and the copper coming through. Because again, these are pretty high. I'll check my notes here, but $0.50 of this era is 91.67% copper. Yeah, so that's definitely, I definitely think that might be the copper coming off the nickel plating. Definitely the copper coming off. You kind of see things if you look at these for long enough, your brain just kind of goes like, So, just right there, you can just kind of see a little bit of the copper tinge coming out there. Please leave in the comments. There's the artist's signature right there. Very cool. Oh, not signature, initials. Leave comments what you guys want to see. Don, tell me what you guys thought of that coin cleaning video where we kind of went nuts on that really corroded penny. Kind of demonstrate why you shouldn't clean coins, but also what different thing you can do. This is a little bit of interesting marks here on the shield. You can see a little bit going on there. Definitely here. Still a very, very nice looking coin. Very, very nice looking. Minor dings. Again, this is not a mint coin. This was technically a circulation coin. Just probably didn't. It may not have even made it into circulation. It may have been just from the roll. This is what you're looking at. Is just the coin getting dinged up in the manufacturing. Because what happens is when these coins are minted, you got to remember they're being hit like really, really hard, really fast, tons of PSI. And then they're just thrown into a bag because the U.S. Mint, they don't actually count the coins before they send them to the banks. They actually weigh them in big canvas bags, and they know how much the coins should weigh, and that's how they figure out how many coins they're sending to the bank. So, interestingly, they're not actually counted; they're actually weighed. So they actually hit each other in the bag, and depending, it's almost not. Ooh, look at that! There's a big dent there. Big dent right there. All right, let's get this into ChatGPT. Not ChatGPT, sorry, we're going to go into Gemini and see what it thinks of it. Okay, we're doing this. See what Gemini thinks. I'm dragging our pictures over $50, so I grabbed a video by accident. Let's grab that one in there. Okay, so. Is this coin worth grading? I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna predict myself. I'm gonna say yes. I think it's gonna say yes. Let's see what Gemini says. I think yes, it is worth grading. And once again, we might have this as a giveaway coin for future contests, but it's a good example of, you can even find coins that are supposed to be in circulation that can be worth grading. So you don't have to buy like mint coins to get value. For me, you know, the whole point of this channel is kind of show the fun and the interest of just kind of looking at coins under a scope, and a little bit of a treasure hunt to find things you like. It's definitely doing a lot of crunching this time. I do have it set to thinking mode. If you do want to do the same thing, or if you are getting coins and you're going to run them through AI to see if they're worth grading, I definitely personally recommend running it through thinking. It's more time consuming, takes longer to get a response, but then you'll probably get a more accurate response. There are apps for cell phones to look at coins and potentially grade them. I'm not really a big fan of those, to be perfectly honest with you, but again, they might work for you. So whatever works for you. So yes, the 2025 P. Kennedy, Philadelphia Mint. Let's look what it says. It's an thinks it's uncirculated mint state. Retains strong original luster. However, there are several, there we go, bag marks. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this probably, when they were made, like I said, the coins are like in the thousands, hit each other in big bags, and it's really kind of the luck of the draw. Minor contact scuffs, correct. Of course, we saw JFK and then open field in the obverse. Strike is well defined. I definitely agree with that. Surface chatter we saw, a little bit of that. Yeah, definitely not going to be super great. Standard business strike is correct. Millions were produced. Raw value $2 to $5. Okay, fair enough. It's putting it, needs to be an MS68. I don't think it's going to be an MS68. So no, not worth grading. Interesting. Okay, well, there you go. With AI, not worth grading. Beautiful example, I agree. And it's not going to, no, I definitely didn't think it would reach MS68. You know, we'll see. You guys put in the chat. Maybe I'll send it to grade just for the mystery of grading. We do have a mint silver dollar coin that was premiered in earlier videos. It did come back from grading. I actually left it sealed. We're going to do an unboxing and then have a kind of a people guess what the grade is, and maybe we'll give it away in a contest. That one actually cost like $85 to grade it in the first place. But we'll see. We'll see how the channel goes. But yeah, great example though. Is it worth grading? No. I'm going to actually put it in a protective housing, little cardboard plastic housing, put it in the binder, and decide in the future if to grade it or not. But for now, AI says it's not worth grading, so we'll probably hold on to it and go from there. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and please like and subscribe. Take care, everybody.